Now let's study about state and equilibrium. What is state and equilibrium in thermodynamics? What are the different types of equilibrium and what are the types of processes? A substance can be at various pressures and temperatures or in various states. So state is particularly the condition of a system identified by the properties like temperature, pressure, etc. It gives us a complete description of the system. Any operation in which one or more properties of a system change is called a change of a state. Here you can see that solid is present. Solid is a different state, then it is converted into liquid, and then it is converted into gas. These are the three different states. Solid, when melts, it is converted into liquid and then it vaporizes to form a gas. In reverse, gas when condenses it forms a liquid, and liquid when get freezed forms a solid. And these all changes are dependent on the heat. Thermodynamics deals with equilibrium states. So what is equilibrium? It is basically a state of balance. In an equilibrium state, there are no unbalanced potentials or driving forces within the system. A system in equilibrium experiences no changes when it is isolated from its surroundings. Here you can see that this is the state 1 and state 2. Mass is the same, 3 kilograms here, it's the same 3 kilograms here. Temperature is the same, however, volume has varied. So this is the first state and this is the second state. So we usually say that if there is no difference in temperature, that is thermal equilibrium. If there is no difference in pressure, that is called as mechanical equilibrium. If there is no difference in potential, that is called as electrical equilibrium. And no difference in concentration of species would result in species equilibrium. What is thermal equilibrium? A system is in thermal equilibrium if the temperature is the same throughout the entire system. Mechanical equilibrium. This is related to pressure if there is no change in pressure at any point of the system with time. Phase equilibrium. In a two-phase system, and when the mass of each phase reaches an equilibrium level and it stays there. And chemical equilibrium, if the chemical composition of a system does not change with time, that is, no chemical reactions occur. What are processes and cycle? Any change that a system undergoes from one equilibrium state to another is called a process, and the series of states through which a system passes during a process is called the path of the process. अगर एक स्टेट से दूसरी स्टेट में कोई भी सिस्टम जा रहा है तो ये प्रोसेस पाथ है, और ये जो सीरीज ऑफ स्टेट है जिससे एक सिस्टम दूसरे में पास कर रहा है, इसी को हम क्या कहते हैं कि प्रोसेस पाथ है. Now what are the types of processes? Reversible processes, if the process happens slow enough to be reversed. Irreversible process, if the process cannot be reversed. Isobaric process, it is a process during which the pressure remains constant. Isochoric process, it is a process during which the specific volume remains constant. Isothermal, it is a process during which the temperature remains constant. Basically the word iso means same. Adiabatic process, no heat transfer into or out of the system. Q is equal to 0 here. And the cyclic process where initial state is equal to the final state. Now, what is quasi-equilibrium process? It's a special type of process. Quasi means almost and static means the thermodynamic properties static with time. Properties same रहती हैं with time. In the thermodynamics, a quasi-static process is a thermodynamic process that happens infinitely slowly. Extreme slowly होता है ये process, an infinitely slow process such that the system undergoes changes in its variables, pressure, volume, temperature so slowly that it continues to be in its thermal, mechanical and chemical equilibrium with its surroundings all the time and at all the points. Now, what are the non-equilibrium process? The system is not in equilibrium during this process. States during the process are undefined. Process is carried out normally without any attempt at limiting irreversibility by slowing it down. All natural processes occurring in the universe are irreversible and non-quasi-static. Thank you.